we OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Rooms is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro.
Real stuff.
Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the steel. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. Started Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What's up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We're live for another Ordinal Hour, and it's going to be a good one. So we had the C.P.I. report this morning. It was exactly what everyone thought it was. So the projected was 3.1. We hit 3.0, which basically means that we're gonna be in the twos again, and I think that's when rate cuts really start. I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers and stuff talk about that. This is really good, but we're not going to see the effects of this until September or October for Bitcoin, which I think we're all kind of okay with waiting, right? I mean, we waited this long. It's been very boring, but I think this is very normal for this time of year in the halving. So it's going to be exciting. I truly believe that next year is going to be absolutely insane, but we have the fall and the winter as well. That's going to be pretty crazy as well. And we do have Trump. All right, he's going to be speaking at the Bitcoin conference. So shout out to the Bitcoin magazine, man. They pulled this off. It's huge, monstrous. We're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about here. Yesterday was funny. We didn't really have any Ordinals news. There was barely anything to grab onto. So we kind of just grabbed onto a lot of different stuff. But today, I was going through the Ordinal stuff. So much to talk about. So much to talk about today. So we're going to get into it. So without further ado, I'm bringing my partner here. As always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
What's going on, man? So yesterday they made it official. Me and you kind of knew for a while. We were kind of working with Bitcoin magazine, so we kind of knew this a little bit. But what do you think about the news? Kind of get right into it. Trump confirmed the Bitcoin conference, which we'll both be at.
Yeah, I think this is exciting news. People are probably even more excited about going to the conference in Nashville this year. I know I am. It's going to be, I feel like that crowd is going to be really energetic, right? And then there's some other news coming out that he stated that, he's looking into possibly using Bitcoin as a backing of the dollar in the future if he gets elected. So all this stuff is happening at the perfect time. People are getting bullish. You even saw the Trump puppets pop back up, which it's so amazing how this industry works. Off the news, it's just like pumps the floors up, and then a couple days later, people forget. But we'll see if this continues.
Yeah, man. So you didn't see just the Trump puppets. You saw the Donald Trump. You saw what is it? Trump. What are the other ones? There's a whole bunch of them.
Donald
Trump. Yeah, or Dolan Trump. So them all kind of skyrocket yesterday, and it's pretty cool how that happens over here. But getting into some news here, you have the U.S. inflation falls to 3%. I talked about this in the intro, lower than expectations. So actual was 3, estimated was 3.1, prior was 3.3. So we are definitely dropping. And I've noticed too, I don't know about how it is for down in Texas, but I paid $3.30 the other day for gas in July. Last year, I was over for maybe closer to $5. So I'm definitely seeing the inflation drop here. My local supermarket, I'm probably down about 20%, in our local grocery bill, just because there's deals now. I remember this time last year and the year before that, you go to the supermarket, there's barely any sales. I'm seeing a lot of sales now and stuff like that. So I definitely see inflation dropping big time over here.
Yeah, I haven't really noticed it too much in the grocery sections, but I think gas over here has always been a little bit lower than other states, the
Yeah.
gas in Texas. But yeah,
You
we'll
guys get
see.
away from the ground.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see if that becomes more noticeable, right? I remember seeing a TikTok video of this guy that had his Walmart grocery list saved from 2019, and he paid, I think, like 100 and maybe like $40 for that list, and he did the exact same. He duplicated it because it was saved in his cart, and he duplicated it and it came like $400, right? So this was a couple months back. So I think it's still there, but it seems to be, getting tamed, right? I think just in general, the country is probably, feeling tired of just living so tight and stuff. So we'll see what happens with this. Getting the 3% is a big deal. Can we go lower? That's the question.
But that's the things too. People don't understand about shrinkflation. Like, so the blueberries, that I used to buy used to be a big container, and now they're a little smaller, but same price, right? So I think that's where I'm kind of seeing the price difference. I just think the stuff I'm buying is now smaller. But hey, it's still $4.99 or $3.99 or whatever else it costs. But
yeah,
definitely seeing shrinkflation.
Probably good for the health of people, like consumption in general, just going down. So.
I mean, true. No, 100%. I agree with that as well. Here we go. So stocks finished the day yesterday in positive territory, with the S&P 500 hitting an all-time high. Again, it's like every single day the S&P hits an all-time high. It's absolutely insane. The S&P kind of works kind of like Bitcoin does, though. S&P kind of goes up, and then it's going to eventually settle somewhere. And then you're going to see a lot of the other stocks kind of go up. But that is really good for Bitcoin as well, because that sets a risk on type of momentum. And I think that's going to spill in over here as well.
Yeah. The people that are trading options and stocks right now, they're probably very, very happy. I'm like, man, should I be over there right now? They're like, every day I feel like S&P is hitting a new all-time high, hit a new all-time high, right? So it's wild though, because we haven't even cut rates yet. So what's going to happen when we cut rates on that side? Bitcoin is just doing its normal, having your bull cycle thing of this bear trap. In my opinion, this had to happen. It happens every cycle. So our time will come. When is that? Who knows? But I don't think it's going to be too much longer.
Yeah, I think we're in the bear trap phase, and then we're going to enter renewed optimism, and then euphoria. I think that comes after that, and I think that's all the next 6 to 8 months. So we'll see.
Yep.
Well, here we got Germany is selling today like never before. They are now
running the party.
$600 million Bitcoin, which is fine. It's kind of like just get it over with, pull the Band-Aid off, keep selling. But you did see we hit 59.6 and then immediately drop back down to 57. And it had to be a monster sell order on there, and I think that's what it was. But hopefully they sell the rest of it in the next day or so. So next week we can kind of start off a new week without so much sell pressure.
Yeah, I mean, there was a party forming this morning, and Germany said, "Nope, no party yet."
Yeah,
and so they, took advantage of Bitcoin's price, I think, and it seems like they're dumping, a lot. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I agree with you. Even though it's painful in the short term, it is good to get it out of the way. Like you said, rip that Band-Aid off, get them, sold down, and then we can move on.
100%. So the next JP Morgan's buying the dip here. They say JP Morgan says Bitcoin and crypto market will rebound in August. This is Jamie Dimon, who's one of the biggest scumbags in the world, in my opinion. He basically comes out and says, that they're buying the dip. I mean, you don't say market will go up in August if you're not buying the dip now, right? Or have already bought the dip.
I mean, I just don't trust anything he says, but I don't think this is from him directly, is it? It's from their
well, yeah. I mean,
PR.
They have people who write articles and stuff, and this is one of the articles today.
So, but it just goes to show that, like, I feel like everything that he says is just a psyop. So, I don't look too deep into a lot of these headlines from these financial institutions because I feel like you can't really trust them, right? So, I'd rather listen to people like, Plan B, Bob Lucas, the Fred Krugers of the world, than these, financial institutional analysts, people that, because they did this every bull cycle too. Remember last bull cycle, they were talking about Bitcoin's 100,000 and all this stuff. So I just try to ignore that for the most part. And once I see it actually on balance sheets, that's a different story, right? Like when MicroStrategy says that they're going to buy Bitcoin, they buy it. You can see it.
Yeah.
It's on chain. So.
Yeah, man. Jumping into the Bitcoin fear and greed here. I'm going to share my screen. So as of today, we are at we're only at 29. So yeah, we're at 29 of fear. Yesterday was a 28. Last week was a 44. So you can definitely see that we are down. But I'm expecting us to get back to this 44 number. I think that happens next week. I think by next Thursday. We will be back in the 40s, if not 50s. I think this C.P.I. data report is really going to push us going north once the sell pressure is done.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought we saw 40 earlier today. Was that?
Yeah, I thought we did too.
Was that just a default thing?
I'm not really sure. It's the first time I looked at it today. So.
Gotcha. So yeah, it must have been like a saved default, like snapshot or something that we were looking at pre-show. Yeah, so 29, that makes more sense to me, right? Yeah, I like it. I like that we're here still in the 20s. Just because, like I said before, you don't want to be like propelled so fast forward after hitting all these bleed outs. You want it to gradually jump up, right? So, hey, if we're back in the mid 30s next week, the week after, I think that's okay. Progression.
Yep, it's all about progression for sure. All right, we're getting to the Bitcoin price action. Like I said this morning, we hit 59, bounced down to 57. Curious where we're at now.
Yeah, we're at 57.7, right? So C.P.I. data came out, looked really, really good. This is the hour chart, by the way, guys. Kind of give us a little bit of insight for what we could possibly see for the second half of the day. But it wicked all the way up right here to like 59.5, 59.422. And then Germany started to sell off is what seemed to be happening. We saw that in some headlines on crypto Twitter. So yeah, let's hope that they kind of get this sell down going here and just just so we can stop that bleeding. But yeah, for the rest of the day, it's a little bit tricky. We had a double bottom here. It was messy, right? A double bottom kind of down here, kind of peaked here, and then went back up and down again, and then that beautiful rise up, only to have Germany sell off here. So when I look at that, that was the pattern that I saw. I was like, this is great, but then we have that bearish engulfing red candle here. So that kind of changed things when Germany decided this is the perfect time to dump the rest of what they have or whatever they're going to sell. So we just finished here on the MACD with some buy pressure starting this small red candle. It looks pretty weak though to start. So maybe we do bounce back pretty quickly. I think there's people that larger whales invest in institutional entities that probably see this as an opportunity, and it's probably thanking Germany, hey, let me get some of this cheaper because CPI data was good, jobs reports was good. Who knows what Powell's going to do and when he's going to do it. So we could see a bounce back here just off of those outside variables, right? So that's the rest of today. We'll see how strong the sell pressure starts for the MACD here. If it opens and widens up a little bit, then we could see further down. And this red engulfing candle will continue down. Maybe we see low 57s, high 56,000. 4-hour chart is kind of sitting right in the middle of the stochastic RSI. This isn't too bad, right? If we take the blunt of that sell down from Germany and we bounce back, then we could be treading right here, kind of chop on the 4 hour. We did just kind of come out of a lot of sell or buy pressure on the MACD. So, and we haven't really spent a ton of time here in the oversold on the stochastic RSI. So the next couple of days could be, choppy, a little bit more red. I'm hoping that my prediction is correct. Maybe we get some more positive news and we get to that 59,000 for tomorrow to start the day. That'd be great. But I'm seeing probably a little bit chop, maybe a little bit more to the downside for the next 2 days. The 12-hour chart finally for the next week and a half here. We just entered not long ago in the overbought territory on stochastic RSI, but the MACD is showing that buy pressure is starting to weaken a little bit. We still are a little bit away from each other on the blue and red lines on the MACD here. So maybe a little bit more chop too. And then end the month on the upside. So I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with ending the month heading into the conference or around that time period with a little bit of bullish sentiment. So that is what I'm seeing for those 3 time frames there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I just think we sell pressure just needs to end. Mount Gox stuff needs to get out, and then we kind of get over this. But I think everyone's thinking August, right? I think everyone's thinking pretty much have a really good August. So,
yeah, I mean, a lot of the builders that we talked to in our space they were thinking August 2 weeks ago, right? So yeah. I don't know if maybe they pushed that forward a little bit or backwards a little bit and pushed maybe like end of August, early September, but I haven't heard any of that. So maybe, August is what everybody's kind of has consensus on to where things will get bullish again.
Yeah, man. I will jump into the roll call here. See who's here. I'm going to go into the graveyard because yesterday I came on and we had some people commenting there. And then, so if you guys post, normally what happens if you post the day before, because I used to put the video out, the thumbnail and stuff out around like 2:00, and then you guys are able to comment in there. But I don't know what happens. YouTube does it, deletes it. But if I do see them, I will star them. So this is from the graveyard, I call it. So Tim Baker, number 1 there. He says, "Oh yes, Crypto Noob, Mr. Hanky, KDN, Green Man." And then Patrick here says, "I have a question regarding flow tokens. Are you guys still bullish considering the runes swap is very slow? I had to cancel my transaction because it took longer than 24 hours. Billy to BTC." So sometimes you will have to do that and then do it again, but you have to remember how it works. It works as like a limit order, so the other person has to come in and accept it. So, but I think once it gets more and more users, I think that it really, really explodes, right?
Yeah. So you have to be paying attention because you will get a notification, right? And so, like for the Billy token, he's talking about Billy to BTC. If I look here and I go to the orders, there isn't any open right now. So there's not available liquidity right now for those to swap. So if you want, you can create that first limit order on the BTC side, stating you're willing to buy this much Billy, or you're willing to sell this much Billy to BTC, and put that limit order in so the liquidity starts there. So right now, Dog is getting a lot of attention on the swap, and as more users join and start to do this, there will be more available liquidity. So that's the problem. You just kind of selected one that isn't as popular as the top couple.
That's until it gets more users and stuff, then it'll be different. But I think that and definitely use it, because we're actually going to talk about that in a little bit. But there's a reason why everyone should at least make one swap on there. Make one swap on there. But all right, getting back to the roll call here. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that comment was from today. I thought it was yesterday, but yes, that's why I hit on it real quick. But anyway, it was good to see. But we got number 1 spot here. We got our man Raul. I mean, I'm all over the place there. We got a man Yashir in the building. He says, "Good day, everyone, and God bless you all and your family." Yashir is one of our mods. He helps us out so much with our research and developments on Telegram group. He does an amazing job. We appreciate him every single day. I appreciate you, Yashir. Coming in next, we have D Love, followed by our boy Danny Boy. Shout out to you, my friend, another one of our mods. Ordinal Tweets is here. I Walk Alone is in the building. He says, "Don't forget to smash that button, that like button, and share everywhere. 30K subs is the goal. Let's get it." Mighty So News in the building. Bitrens, Chief Axel, Cheaty is here. Jesus is here. And then we have Ant-Man, followed by Tim Baker, another one of our mods. Appreciate you, my friend. Mauricio is here. I said your name right 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row.
Mauricio.
Joko is here. Patrick Hasnip is here. Rick G, always long live BRC 20s. Drex is here. Rodrigo is here. Crypto Hot News. Mr. Sheedy. Sheedy goes, Shizzy, are you staking dog on any platform or simply hold idling? So no, I'm not staking dog anywhere.
You can on Merlin Chain though right now.
Yeah,
that's the only place that I know of.
LP it, right?
Well, I think. Hold on. I think you might.
There's no single
be able
staking.
to single. Let me see. You might be able to do it directly here. Anyways, you can continue on. I was just from what I remember, you could stake it on either Mage or Avalon, but I'll double check.
Yep. Francisco Jose, say you again. Cryptocurrencies, TKO is here. And we got Whale is here. And then Gooner is here. Appreciate you guys. Every single one of you. Thank you guys so much. You make the roll call. You don't really watch the show unless you make the roll call. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. And that is the roll call for today.
Let's get it on a Thursday, guys. 125 people in here. Please share the space on Twitter so we can educate as many people as possible, and subscribe on YouTube for us, guys.
Definitely. All right, our first thing here is Ordinal Hive launches today. So this is their site here. It'll be launching today. This is huge. I'm not sure if I can show this, but I am very excited for Ordinal Hive, and there's a soft launch. It's gonna be very soft.
So I think this is going to be open to like the testers and maybe some Hive pass holders. I'm not sure about that, but like I know testers for sure. So go use it if you are a tester and start earning those points, because Shizzy and I were already talking about our strategies with this. You know, think about Blur, but for Bitcoin, and so you know how that system works. So that's all I'll say about that.
You could potentially get rich off using this stuff. There's people in the past who got rich using Blur, rich using Jupiter, rich using a lot of different things. The more points you earn, the more allocation of the coin you get. So I highly recommend you guys really using this. Get a Hive pass. Let's get over there and use it. Not financial advice at all. Everything obviously is risky, but we're really bullish on them, and they're a partner of ours, obviously. But I will be trying to grind for points. I want to get as much of this token as possible, and Fluid too. Definitely want to be grinding for points over there. And speaking of Fluid, we talked to Raul today, and he said only 200 people have participated in the Fluid token. So guys, just do one swap. I mean, it's so simple.
Or like if it's not a swap, and because there's no liquidity, like the Billy situation, just put a limit order in. That counts, right?
Yeah.
Any type of interaction, because right now, there's 800 spots left up until July 31st to earn one of those Fluid passes, which will be valuable in my opinion, not financial advice. That's just me personally, what I'm thinking in terms of what the past benefits are going to be. But yeah, so I see this, and for me, I'm like, how can I gamify this? That's what I'm thinking. But anyways, so there's a lot of opportunity here, and there's only 20 days left. So
it's so simple too. I'm getting 5,000 dog. I'm paying $36, confirmed, and boom, I just earned a Fluid pass, and potentially what comes with that.
Well, at the end we'll see, but there's a lot of opportunity right now for sure.
Well, opportunity right now. I mean, if 800 people come and use it, it's different. But like as of right now, you only got 19 more days, so you have a really good chance. If you do a few swaps here, you'll get this pass. So just do it. I mean, just use the damn swap. Just get some dog like I did. Trade dog back and forth a few times. You will make out like a bandit, because I think these passes are going to be amazing.
Yeah. And remember, they have a point system too, that whatever they decide to do with the point system other than the passes, you can kind of use your imagination with that. So
and they already have a token. So moving on forward here. Quantum Cats. Today, we are celebrating OpCat's recent activation on Segnet. To celebrate, Cat 0632 just received a Taproot Wizard Golden Cape. So what that means is when the new Taproot Wizards are dropped, anyone with a Golden Cat cape, a Golden Cape cat, will get this. You'll be eligible for these wizards. So Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you think it's an on and off switch for every single cat to see which one does it, and they just randomly turn one on?
What do you mean?
Like, because they recently did, I think it was like 8 or 9 cats about a couple months ago got the capes, and now they just turned on another one. I feel like they have a
Maybe.
switch in the back
Yeah,
end
for certain
that just
traits.
that just turns on the cat the
Yeah, I
cape.
mean, if you go to Magic Eden and you look at the percentage listed, it's super low. I think it's like
Yeah.
6%. Let me see here.
Wow.
And you compare that to like some of the other like blue chips. Yeah, so they have 6.5% listed out of the total supply. And then like just to give a comparison to another blue chip project like the Puppets, which does pretty good. They have 11.3% listed. OMB has 6.1 listed. That's crazy. That's wild that they have such a low amount listed OMB. But anyways, yeah. So, I think that these strategies that they use like this keeps that percentage down. So I think it's really smart on their part to do this. Because they want to keep, as many off the exchanges as possible. And they try to beat that message, over and over.
Yeah, man. That's small supply too. I think it's 3,300, right? I don't think it's more than that. So
yeah, it's let's see, 3,333. Yeah, so it's pretty small.
All right, moving on here. So decentralized was just listed on MEXC. MEXC is my personal favorite exchange. It's the only one I really use. I use Cash App and MEXC when I'm doing anything. It's mainly just buying Bitcoin and stuff like that. But they listed Track last week and now listed decentralized. They're going deep in the Bitcoin ecosystem. What do you think about this? And how big do you think this is for decentralized? Number 2.
I think it's pretty big, right? It can start getting them traded by leverage traders and stuff, because MEXC, like the way that you utilize it, I've known it mainly for like trading and stuff, but so this will bring some attention to decentralized. I think it's pretty big. They posted yesterday something is coming tomorrow, so that was I guess a precursor to this announcement. So this is big. I'm sure that their holders have been waiting for some sort of announcement for a while, right? And so let's see how many more announcements come out.
Yeah, this is big. I'm just so curious about what they are building. I feel like every project that is out right now, who's especially the pre-runes, they just if they have something to line up, they're very quiet, not telling anyone about anything. So we'll see. I'm very curious on what decentralized can do.
Yeah, same here. They do have the experience, and so it's just kind of like they've been through like different markets with Ethereum, with their their collection, and so they have the experience of rolling things out, and so I think they're just waiting like everybody else, man. Like at the end of the day, it's frustrating, but they believe it's going to benefit the project to wait for timing, right? I'm not talking about them specifically. I'm talking about the ones that think this way or seem to be thinking this way.
Yeah, I agree. The VP of growth on Kraken, Matthew Barbie, posted buying runes. So this is the 3rd or 4th, 5th, 6th time talking about runes. This is the VP of growth, which is funny because VP of growth talking about runes. I think that's part of his job, right? Because that's what he does. So I think this is pretty cool. He's doing his job at the end of the day, but he's over here and he's buying runes. And I think that when you have the VPs that are in these rooms talking with the guys, behind the scenes, it just shows you that it's coming. You're going to see runes on the top 3 biggest exchanges, a Kraken being, I want to say, either 4 or 5. Kraken and Gemini are right there, and I'm sure they're all testing it, right? They're all making sure everything works properly. Once you get Dog listed, I think it's easy to list anything else after that. So I think Dog gets listed in the next coming month or so.
Yeah, I don't think people are realizing, including myself, that there could be this massive campaign, this bull run by the centralized exchanges for runes, and the new people being onboarded to crypto this fall and winter might be thrown this type of marketing campaign from all the big exchanges, and that's how people are going to get access to runes initially, right? And then once they figure out how to get on chain and all that stuff that could come later. So that is something that happened last cycle. If you remember, I remember when I first got introduced to Sheep actually through crypto.com when it like a little bit after it first launched, and then it got big enough to get listed, because it got listed pretty quick. And then once I got into DeFi, I was like, oh, okay, I can buy directly here on Uniswap or whatever. But that could be the case here. I think we're us having this DeFi experience and being on chain the past 4 years, 5 years, we look at it, we skip over the centralized exchanges in a sense, right? Not thinking, oh, that's how a lot of volume could come over to the Bitcoin ecosystem. But now that I think about it, that could be huge for runes.
Monsters. I mean, that's what happened to Ordi and Sats, right? Ordi and Sats, people think they got big by buying on Unisat. So no, they didn't really grow until they became basically Bitcoin leverage plays.
Binance, yep.
Yeah. So, all right. Speaking of dog, Bitcoin Dog is on track to surpass 76,000 holders. This is very organic. Obviously, it airdropped and then it dipped, and then this build up back up as new people coming in and buying. And obviously, a lot of people are using exchanges, like we said. So there's probably like 80, 90,000 holders.
Yeah, probably that. Yeah, this is all on chain, right? And then the centralized wallet is one, or how many of our wallets they have holding the total supply that they have. So yeah, there's probably more holders, a lot more holders than this. It's different though, right? It's because the airdrop, the runestone, but at the same time, it's really good metric to have like a high holder count, right? We saw a token from the last cycle that had a lot of success, and they have like 500,000. Well, Dog has that jump start, Pizza has that jump start. Once you get close to that 6-figure amount, then once the bull market's here, that you times that by like 5, 10, or how many ever. So I think this is big that they maintain this large holder count. It's growing, I believe, from the last post that I saw.
Yeah, 100%. Jump in here. So congratulations, Ghosty. They hit 10,000 transactions milestone. So this is pretty big for them. And then also they have put out a tweet that said searching for seamless omni-chain solutions. Swap anything with anything in no time with our new improved 80% routing system. What does this mean, do you think?
So they're trying to do it in, first of all, on chain and in a decentralized approach as much as possible from what the conversations that we've had with them. And so this is the first step to that, is what it seems like, right? I don't know if they're holding liquidity through like a multi-sig kind of system, but their goal is to make the UI better and better and better for the end user, which is great. So we shall see, how this plays out. I messaged them this morning to kind of ask, how can we access this? Because I want them to get away from pasting in that receiver address.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a hurdle, but I understand why they had it. Like, it was the limitations of where we are right now. Yeah. And so, but I do think they're going to a place to where people won't have to do that anymore. But we might not be there yet, but it seems like that's a part of the roadmap is getting to a place where it's just straight up swapping. And that will be huge for our ecosystem, right? Because they're going to have a lot of Bitcoin layer 1 assets there.
100%. Getting some tap stuff here. So staying in some tap stuff here. Tap Wow and Explorer has everyone exciting update alert. Developers will soon be able to launch any token on our platform with a new privilege authorization feature. This is from Tap Wow and Explorer. I wish they had a little bit better name. Tap Zero would be an awesome name. But I'm bullish on these guys. They're definitely building. We had a conversation with them. They seem to be really doing big things, and they're a community driven project. So it's not anything to do with the Tap team. So this is pretty big, in my opinion.
Yeah, this team is actually pretty talented from what I've witnessed and having conversations with them from a developer standpoint. They seem to be able to figure things out on their own. Yeah. And then working with the Tap team as well to kind of, with some checks and balances. The biggest thing from them that I was really impressed with is the DMT and UNAT indexing that they provide within the wallet.
Yeah.
And the fact that indexing isn't it needs to be updated on the track side of things to where the transfer of DMT and UNATs can be automatically updated in a reasonable amount of time, right?
Yeah.
So that's something that I know that Benny and his team is working on with the tap reader, but this team is like, you know what, we want to be able to have our wallet users have an enjoyable experience. So we're going to try to create that indexer, and then maybe Benny and his team end up using that, right?
Yeah.
But I like the fact that they really push the envelope with those kind of things. And I think they're getting better with their marketing side of stuff for sure. I think they go from like you're either at like 0 or like 1,000% with it, but they just need to find that the simple kind of middle ground with it. But in terms of their wallet, I'm impressed with it. I'll say that.
Yeah, I agree. I love the way it looks. I love seeing my Nat Frogs and my Nat Cats in there. It's so cool. We checked out the Unitap wallet yesterday. They don't have that because they got to put the work in and get the indexers up and stuff like that. So I'm very bullish on these guys, man. I don't, we'll see. We'll see what happens for sure. Yeah. I just love builders, man. It's just really cool seeing them just go at it, just like build stuff. It's kind of like watching. It's similar to watching, like, let's just say you cross street, someone's building a house or something. You're sitting there every day just seeing the progression. It's really cool. All right, jump in here. RSM, they put out a tweet today. This is Rune State Machine. 40% of the pre-mine. So if you don't know, they had a 40% pre-mine on this, and then the other 60% was fairly minted. 5% of that 40% pre-mine will go to the RSM protocol. 10% will go to the RSM ecosystem, and this includes. I asked him this question today. He said this is also going to be where the exchange listings come from. So they will be. There's already kind of in talks with Gate.io, so we'll see with that. I'm hoping I was allowed to say that, but we'll see. And then 25% will go up to the farming and airdrop. So you'll be able to stake these eventually, and you will be able to earn. And this is where that will come from. So the 40% locked really seems like. Besides the 5% that goes to the protocol to help them build, the other 35% is really going back to the community.
Yeah, them releasing these updates, especially about the pre-mine allocation, I think that was really important. The big thing about RSM that's driven up my confidence in them is like UTXO management. I think came out and said that they were, doing something with them. Obviously, I think BAMP came out and talked about some situation. So. There's a lot of attention with RSM, and so big opportunity for them, that whole team. And so I hope they take advantage of it, because you don't get opportunities very often over here. I mean, yes, you can, if you work hard, but you got to capitalize on it, because if you miss, it's hard to get that next one.
I agree. Yep, definitely. Moving on here. This is actually a tweet from Jeff here, our guy. He says, here's more data on the bitmap whales on Merlin. So number one, 9,430 bitmaps he holds. He bridged in 13,100 bitmaps, and he sold 3,670. The number two, he bridged in 7,965. He sold 0. Number three, 6,241. He sold 0. Number four, bridged in 50. That can't be right. No. Hold on. What? Okay, he converted. Okay, so his holding is not bitmap. His holding is 53 million bitmap tokens. Converted 100% of them in tokens. So you guys are still holding the bitmaps themselves. This guy is holding just the tokens. And this guy right here is holding 3,333 bitmaps as well, number 5. So you can see these 4 have never sold anything. But this number one, who some people are assuming is Bitoshi, but I don't know that for sure. That's just a rumor that I'm hearing. No. Okay.
Yeah,
but this person,
someone else that is involved with a lot of the beginning parts of bitmap, though. I'll just say that because it is.
Do you know who it is?
I don't know for 1,000%, but I'm pretty sure. But I'm not going to say any names. But yeah, so it's definitely a whale. But look, they wouldn't even have this opportunity if you didn't have the bitmap token on Merlin. So
It's
what
true.
they saw this, they how many did they have? They had like 3,000, or they bridged 13,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They,
yeah, this main guy is 9,000 to 430, but he bridged in 13.1.
Okay, so that's after he sold that many, right? So he
Yeah.
basically converted those into the bitmap token and then sold the token off. You can't do that like on Magic Eden or Bitcoin's
No.
layer 1. So the liquidity being on Merlin allowed this whale to do that, right? So you
Yeah.
can look at that as a negative or a positive. I look at it as a positive regardless, because the fact that you can go in and out, right, without having to sit there and wait for like a bunch of other people, to go to Magic Eden and select 5 at a time or 10 at a time. He was able to offload 3,000, 670, almost 4,000 bitmaps this way. So with the bitmap.game coming up too, I think the bitmap token is going to be huge. And I think it's going to benefit the whole bitmap holder community. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing with real backing, right? It's the only token with an actual something to actually back it with, which I think is really cool.
Right now, yeah, for sure.
All right. Jumping over here now. So we had an ORD update, 0.19 release update, the latest version. 0.19.0 introduces several significant enhancements and fixes. Key additions include full address index, allowing users to query aggregated information. So we kind of looked at this together. It's way over my head. I'm not too techie with this stuff, but what did you get from this?
Yeah, so I'll share the screen here. You can see. So it says the biggest feature is a full address index, allowing users to query aggregated information of an address's UTXOs and any assets therein. So in my mind, right off the bat, I was like, wasn't this already available? Because we have Genie data and stuff like that. But I think it might have been the opposite aggregation of data, like pulling in the assets and then just showing the addresses related to those assets. This time, I think the update is you're able to just aggregate all the information of a single address, UTXO wise, all the UTXOs that they have. And then all the Bitcoin layer 1 assets that the ORD wallet is indexing, right? So that's what I got from it. I could be wrong on that, but that's what it seems like to me from that explanation. But there was a couple other updates in here as well. And the other one that stuck out to me was the burning mechanism. So right here it says, finally, we have a protocol level burning mechanism that marks inscriptions as burned when they are sent to an op return. We'll extend this mechanism to other assets like sats and runes as well to make a command in the wallet. So I don't know if this has to do with that initial instance to where if someone messed up when they were etching, those tokens get sent to like a burn address. But it just seems like this is a new mechanism of how to, instead of sending things to Satoshi's wallet, you can send them to an op return data, I guess, section or whatever, and it burns it. That's what I got from this. So it's just like a new way to burn it. And the other thing too that was interesting was the parent. So they did add an update for parent endpoints. It's right here on recursion side. We've added a parent's endpoint fee rate percentiles to block info, the delegate value, to inscriptions, and made recursive endpoints proxyable in ORD ENV. So I think that's what Bitoshi was waiting for the parceling. I could be wrong about that as well, but I think that's what he was waiting for the parent and child endpoints to be added to the ORD, which will allow him to create this new kind of parceling system that they wanted to create with bitmaps.
Yeah, 100%. And this really helps out Genie data, right? At the end of the day, Rune's API is here. Genie Data has just launched a series of new APIs, including some exclusive premium APIs. So I think this kind of went hand in hand here. I think this was able to help, a data company, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Any aggregation of data, it helps them, right? makes it easier for them, and then we'll make it easier for the end user at the end of the day that utilizes Genie data. Like Nikip said, he made so much profit off of using Genie data for the mints and upcoming stuff like that information. People that can utilize data, they can really get ahead with this flipping type of strategy.
Yeah, for sure. Data driven for sure. Going over here, we have Alex Labs announces removal of the investment caution tape by BitThumb. So BitThumb is one of the exchanges that you can buy Alex on, and they had some caution tape. They put caution stuff around certain projects that have been hacked recently, or maybe have rugged or could rug. So this is big for them because BitThumb is where I think a lot of their value comes from, obviously off stacks. So, but following comprehensive security upgrades, partnerships with leading cybersecurity firms, and new governance proposal approvals. So, Alex Labs kind of really fixing the mess they got themselves into last month, and I think they're doing a really good job. I think this is just steps you have to take. I feel like you have to go through this period of time where you have to just keep focusing on security until you don't have to no more. So this is big. And
I think you always have to focus on security.
Well, you have to focus on that. So I feel like if you hire a good team, people who take care of that for you, kind of like what Jeff does, right? Jeff has a team of security, but Alex Lab had to kind of go into that a little bit themselves with it, then kind of take a step back from focusing on DeFi and kind of really build that security portion of their site, because you want everything to kind of run without you a little bit, right? Yeah, seamlessly without you. So
yeah, I agree. I think the biggest thing here is reporting on stuff like this, right? And keeping their community informed. I've said it many times. I think Alex Labs has done a lot for the Bitcoin ecosystem. So they kind of get a mulligan a little bit. I know that sucks for the people that lost, but it is what it is in this situation. But we'll see if they bounce back from this. This is the first step for sure. Removing that red tape and see how much confidence people have in them still.
100%. I got thinking some markets. We have a lot of stuff kind of bouncing back a little bit here today. So we'll jump into I'll jump into the runes if you want to jump into the BRC20s.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. So we got a runes update here. So So let's go to market cap. Let's go by volume today. We got let's jump back to market cap. 7 days. So obviously we have Feihu sitting at $11 down.
You have it on the 1 day. I don't know if you've meant to do 7.
Oh yeah, do 7. All right, so we have Feihu sitting at $11. This one's kind of been sitting flat here, but it is down 50%. So it was at $22 not too long ago. Dog really holding up well. It's down 12% on the 7 day, but it's still holding up pretty well, sitting at 7.7 sats. Bank of Nakamoto really getting hammered here. Getting hammered hard. That's up 4%.
They bounced back a little bit.
Though. Yeah, it bounced back a little bit. Arctic Genesis rune, again, another one. Runes are really getting handed down 3% on the 7 day, but it's kind of been pretty flat. Pups sitting with a $43 million market cap. So this is getting to the point where it got bought up last time. Last time it got down to 43, it immediately popped up back up to 80. So we'll see if something like that happens soon. $1 billion cat. So I'm starting to get very bullish on, especially with the Billy Ordinal, sitting at around a $30 million market cap. So it's sitting pretty flat from last week, but down 13% on the week as well. Lobo the Wolf Pup down 12%. Decentralized is actually up 23%. So this one got all the way down to 1.7 last week, but popped all the way back up to 3 sats. So now kind of settling back here at 2.28. So I guess it's up on that news as well. So we'll see. Rooney. This is a new token from Loon's Terminal. They're up 53% on the week, $1.29. You got to remember their
market cap
price. The market cap is at 27 million. But their the pre-sale price was 90 cents. So they're definitely up on the pre-sale price. Pepe Rune Bitcoin is sitting at $26 million market cap, up. Whoa, this can't be right. It's really up 2,500% on the week.
I mean, I'm not sure.
I don't remember seeing it in the top 10 before.
Is it what is it saying for the market cap is what, 20 something million? Wow, that's a lot.
26 million. Let's take a look at this chart.
That's a big
'cause
jump
this is
up.
huge.
Yeah.
Trading view. I'm not really seeing anything on the chart. I don't know. Maybe this is yeah, I'll have to look into this, but not really seeing much on that.
I don't
chart.
see them on the daily list.
That's
So yeah.
7 day. So, but yeah, Satoshi Nakamoto jumping back over $1. This one's kind of flirting with that 99 cents. Got down to 97 cents. We saw it, but sitting over here at $1.03. Epic with an epic airdrop over the week, down 56% because of the airdrop, which is very normal in my opinion. RuneX Bitcoin up 6% on the 7 days. RuneX sitting pretty flat. Zbit Blue Bitcoin down 60% on the week. Gob down 20%. Nicholas Pi Runes down 31%. Then Donald Trump bouncing back here up 26%. Most of that came in the last 24 hours. So that if you bought the Donald Trump dip down at like 4 sats, you're very happy today. Wanko Mango sitting at 6 cents. Wada Wada Pengu sitting at around 8 sats. Nikola Tesla, God, I've never seen this one before, sitting at a $3 million market cap. And then RSM, this is to me, in my opinion, the biggest steal of this entire thing here, sitting at around 6.38 sats and 3.67 minute market cap. 3 million, dude. It's insane. This is going. This is. I can see this at 30 million.
Yeah, so, I remember whenever Track was at like 7 cents, and it ranged from like 7 cents to 11 cents and back and forth for a while until the first big run up. I think we'll see something like that possibly with RSM and some of these other utility tokens heading into like the big run up for runes, right? Once that happens, because it's gonna happen. Yes, there's like it's kind of led by these influencers, but I think that it has the marketing push. These centralized exchanges are excited about it. Bitcoin Magazine talking about it. So there's the two big ecosystems, including now a third one that's popping up is BRC20 runes and Tap now. So we'll see
for sure. And Blockrunner said it. It's kind of what you said. Blockrunner said it first. They said RSM seems to be the track of runes, and I can definitely see that. But yeah, you got to remember, track was at 7 cents this time last year. Right,
and
I think it was like last July.
People were pretty bullish on it, like talking about decentralized indexers is such an infrastructure play. I remember there was like spaces on it, and people were like getting hype, and the first run up went from 7 cents to I think like 95 cents or something.
Yeah,
and then it pulled back all the way back down. But then that second run was up to $10, right? So
yeah,
RSM could have something similar happen. We'll see.
I'm ready for it. All right. You want to jump into that?
Yeah. All right. So let's take a look here at the BRC20s. I did pull up the 7 day just so we kind of have some similar data for the BRC20 side. Pizza's number one. No surprise there. The change in volume was 20%. So 2.8 million in volume over the last week. Price at $4.59 right now. The market cap's slightly under 100 million. Then you have Pi coming at number 2, almost $1 million in total volume. So 961,000. And the market cap is 43.2 million. So definitely curious of how this grows out, if they're a part of the fractal environment or not. I'm sure a lot of these are that have these utility style backgrounds and stuff. So Core comes in at number 3 at 317,000. $15.5 million market cap there. Wizard at number 4, 180,000 in 7 day volume, $61.96 million market cap with a slightly under $3 per token here. PIN PIIN at 163,000 in 7 day volume with a $14.75 million market cap. Sats is a big one that people have been really talking a lot about. It's back up to 6 zeros and a 2. This is where it was whenever they announced that it was going to be added for the fractal Bitcoin swap fee as well as the mainnet swap fee. So that's big. So it's back to where it was. We'll see if it can, propel higher than this. That'd be very interesting to see. I actually personally picked some up during that time, so I'd like to see this continually go up here. Ordi comes in at number 7 with 126,000 in total volume. These two tokens, even though they're the two largest market caps in BRC20, they don't get a lot of on-chain activity. You can see they're 6 and 7 on the 7-day, but they get a lot of centralized exchange activity, which pumps up the price, right? So Ordi is at a $690 million market cap. So Dog is starting to kind of catch it a little bit. Sats at $425 million market cap. Some other notables here. Track here at number 9, 102,000 in total volume on 7-day with $33.28 million market cap. So in my opinion, this is undervalued. It has been. We'll see if it can break out with this validator approach here. And you got Rats at number 14, sitting right under $100 million market cap. So Rats and Pizza have been really kind of neck and neck with market cap. So it'll be interesting to see which one really takes off between those two, because Rats has a strong community as well.
Yeah, for sure. Huge.
Yep. And that's pretty much it for the BRC20 side. We'll see what happens when mainnet gets released, mainnet swap fully gets released to where there won't be any limitations with withdrawals. Layer 1 Foundation actually came out and spoke about the indexers working together. So here, let me actually show this. I feel like this is definitely a newsworthy post here. So Layer 1 Foundation says swap update. This was 8 a.m. this morning. BRC20 lead maintainers are currently working on a hash comparison implementation for BRC20 to be completed ahead of the BRC20 swap module release. This implementation ensures all indexers can validate the correct state of Signet prior to the update. We'll keep the community up to date as progress continues. So this is basically a follow-up to what Unisat was saying, that they're trying to work with all these indexers to make sure everybody's on the same page. Once they get on the same page, that's when I think the fun happens. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, man, we'll see. Jumping over to the digital artifacts. Runestone, it was funny. We were talking earlier. We were like, who the hell is buying runestones right now? But the volume is number 1. It edges out No Monkeys by about a whole Bitcoin. So the volume on a 7-day for Runestone is 54 million. The volume for No Monkeys is 53 million. So who do you think's buying, and why are they buying so many damn Runestones?
I don't know, man. Maybe whales trying to propel the floor even more, anticipating another airdrop. I don't know. Like, let me ask you a question. So if Dog gets added to Binance or another, strong tier 1 centralized exchange, does that propel Runestone's floor?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I mean, whatever the next token is from Leonidas is going to be a top 5 token, right? Can you see that? I mean, it's not hard to get in the top 5 right now.
Yeah, it's not hard to get in the top 5 right now, but who is he going to pump it? You know what I mean? Because, like, if he's pumping it, is he not pumping Dog? You know what I mean? I just feel like Dog has to hit that $1 billion mark before he can start focusing on anything else.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But who knows, though? These Runestones, this airdrop could be 6 months from now, 9 months from now, 2 years from now. You just don't know.
Yeah.
So could be tomorrow. I mean, there's no really indication of anything. So, but I do think that the token has been at least inscribed. I think it was early inscribed. I don't know which one it is. There's a bunch of tokens in the top 1,000 that are all sitting pre-mined. So I think if you did your due diligence, you might be able to find something, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Node Monkeys sitting at 0.175. Quantum Cat sitting at 0.265. Bitcoin Puppet sitting at 0.136. The Billy Cat sitting at 0.002. And it just shows you, look at this. I mean, 10,000 collection, right? I mean,
early days.
Very
early days of the Billy Cats. Yeah, the Billy Cat army is growing, man. I see it on my Twitter timeline. Obviously, I changed my profile picture to it. I feel like it's a great ordinal collection to onboard people. Has the Bitcoin logo in the character, and it's a fun one. That's the most important part. It's really fun to see the community grow.
Yeah, I definitely see this at least a 5x from here. really soon. Honestly, I do. I think it gets to 0.01, and then maybe one day it gets to 0.1. This is obviously you don't need the $1 billion cats to grow, but this is something that I am very bullish on. I think this. I mean, look at the volume. I mean, it's insane. 6,539 sales. I mean, insanity, and it's so cheap. So we'll see. What's the dollar value on them? $119. That yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I think so, and it has the iconic Bitcoin B. Ordinals maxi bid is sitting at 0.234, and then Blob sitting at 0.014. The Bitcoin Frogs sitting back over the 0.05 mark. Congratulations, Frogs holders. Really,
they actually it drove up to I think 0.059.
Wow.
So it's gonna have its moment that I've been waiting for forever to where it explodes, and I'll be here for it. So that's gonna be exciting, I think, when that happens, because I truly do believe that.
Yeah. Uniworld's Key of Destiny sitting at 0.0052, and followed by the Zbit loot boxes 0007. A lot of volume on these things.
Yeah. Congrats to the machines community and the team
for sure. The Natcat sitting at 0.011, followed
they
by
took a little hit.
They have Opium sitting at 0.155, and the bitmaps, man. Whew, what's the dollar value on the bitmaps? Let's check that out.
They have to. I don't know. Are they at like $18?
No,
what's the
$41? $41.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
more than I thought. Okay.
Do you think it gets down to $18?
It's 3 zeros and a 7-1.
Yeah, 3071.
Well,
yep, 7-3.
7-3. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't think so. There were some huge sells, so I don't think it gets that low. If it can withstand this, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'm bullish on the bitmaps here for sure. It's good, very good price. I mean, there's 1,300 freaking buys in the last 7 days, so it's not like it's not. We got to remember too. There's new bitmaps every single day. All right, so the bitmap definitely has inflation every day. So the Bitcoin Wizard sitting at 0.111, followed by Ink sitting at 0.004. Prometheans sitting at 0.0048. This was actually popped up too, up 10% on the week. And then the Uniworld's Genesis are up 103%. One Spark is at 0.0075, down 20%. And I think that's really it. The Royals sitting at 0.0018. These are down 32% on the week. But I think we were talking to somebody, and he said that when there's a new mint on DMT, you still see a lot of the other DMT stuff kind of fall to the wayside. And you're kind of seeing that, just like you said.
Because it's just PvP. I mean, we see that in the Ordinal space too, man.
Yeah, sure.
So it's like, people are just trying to flip the new hot thing, and you got to be really, really, really good at that in this kind of market condition right now. Pretty much not skip a beat. And so I think there's a couple people doing that. But yeah, I think everything's going to bounce back once Bitcoin is in better favorable conditions, which I don't think is going to be too much longer. But there's some exciting ones to I'm still excited about ALU. I'm still excited about Bitmap Emporium, the ones with teams and stuff. It's just not the time right now for everything to be thriving. Once that happens, we'll see, some crazy pricing.
I agree. Should we show the tap tokens real quick before?
No, I think we're good because we got a pretty sandwiched schedule today. You know what I mean? So let's get into some of the Q&A here, and then we have 220 people in here, so thank every single one of you guys. We're gonna get to your questions right now and comments. So the Q&A session starts now. All right. So let's see here. Okay. So Rodrigo Martinez he says great content as always. We appreciate you, sir. He says, could you help me find out the accurate Ghosty Cash market cap? And I actually did calculate that for you.
Oh, did you?
Got it?
I did it too. Yeah, if you got it.
It's at 9 million. It's 8.999 right now. So $9 million market cap. Imagine that. Like, that is so low in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's why I always say it's the biggest sleeper right now in our space. So that is what, you just take the price by the total circulating supply. It's 27 cents at the floor. It's 333,333,333. That comes out to be 8.999999991. So pretty much 9 million there.
Yeah.
So I hope that answers your question there. Let's see. You already answered Mr. Cheedy. So I did check not Mr. Cheedy. Cheedy. I did check. So there isn't any single staking yet for Dog, but there will be some LPs and stuff that you can earn on. I mean, it's kind of like staking. I think VDEX is going to be trying to do some staking. You might want to check BitGenie as well. So Gooner here says, when is Alethius Agora coming on the show? So we actually have contacts with them, so we'll see. We'll see whenever they can come on, and maybe they can dive deeper into their project. It is something that we're keeping our eye on. Predictions markets can do very well, especially if the UI is very smooth and the trust is built up there. So yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, we'll see. Obviously, we have to do more due diligence to make sure everything's legit with projects. We don't want anyone getting hurt by anything. But once we do our due diligence and those guys, pick a time or something, we'll see. Everything happens in the background, but we'll let you guys know.
Yep. And we got Superfan says, good morning, fam. Hey, Superfan, first, congrats on your upcoming launch. Secondly, please DM me your wallet address for the Ordinal Hive Pass. So DM me at Yagobiverse on Twitter, please. All right. And then we have, let's see, Mr. Sheedy says,
that's dangerous, though.
Yeah, I know, because there's going to be a fake account. Yeah, so I'll triple check before I send anything out, and I'll make sure that it's the real account there. Mr. Sheedy says, does MEXC require KYC? Do you just need to use VPN?
Yes. So there's no KYC. You just sign up with your email, and obviously you need a VPN. I use what's it, Mulligan? I can't remember. It's
Mulligan?
No. Mulvad. It's MULLVAD, Mulvad VPN, and I hang out in Switzerland. That is where I go there, and then you can use MEXC right through there. No KYC. Just sign up with an email, and you can do anything. Obviously, I never do a lot at one time, so just send it over, and I use it kind of as my bridge. Honestly, from because you can buy the Merle token now on MEXC, and then you can withdraw that to your Merlin wallet or go the other way around as well.
That's awesome. Love that they accept that now. So. Whale says, I'd say focus on getting a bag of Doji, which is the Ordi of Doginals, D-Bit, which is the Sats of Doginals, Robo, which is the first gaming meme coin on Doginals. So you are big on Doginals. I have some Doginals that I bought a while ago. I'm just kind of letting those just chill until the market gets crazy enough to where I can look back at those and hopefully be, sitting nice. We're just not in the market to expect anything from like those kind of markets yet. But I do think we'll see something like that maybe early 2025, spring of 2025. So that's my opinion on that.
I think all that crap is trash.
Yeah. Shizzy, if he doesn't like it, even if there's money to be made, he won't jump into it.
I hate Doginals. I hate that 8-Bit's the lead dev over there.
All right, and it says, he says, and Track is indexing this network from what I'm. Yeah, so that is a big part of Track. I think attractiveness is that they are looking for other inscription ecosystems to kind of be the chain link kind of the inscription space, which that would be huge for them. Whoa, so Daniel Dan says Tap Wallet gonna use OrdFi, buy cheap OrdFi now. Where are you getting that information? Let's follow up with that, because that would be very interesting if they are.
Well, Daniel Dan, he seems to be a big Ord Wallet guy. I mean, Tap Wallet guy here, because he did, every comment was about Tap Wallet. So, Daniel, do you work for Tap Wallet, and are you giving us some?
Well, is this alpha? Because if it is, let's confirm that. We have a Telegram with that team, so let's confirm that. If we can, we'll definitely confirm it and put it in tomorrow's update as well. Mauricio says, how the RSM airdrop will happen. Don't know much about them. Didn't you break down the airdrop or no?
So no, I didn't break down the airdrop part of it, but basically how the 40% is being used, 25% is going back to farmers. So you'll be able to stake your RSM to get more RSM. They did say airdrop too, but I'm not sure if they're gonna do airdrop communities. I actually advise against that because you saw what happened to Epic. Obviously, I'm not an advisor for them, but like if a project, like I don't like the airdrop stuff when the token is already out. If the token wasn't out yet and there's an airdrop, I'm 100% down for that. But I'd rather do a staking mechanism to where you have to lock up your RSM and then you earn. But I mean, it's up to the team on that. But I recommend, a staking mechanism to do that. And there is one coming that we know of, but we don't know if RSM's going to use them. But
Yep. And then we got Sixes asking for the URL for the Tap wallet.
Just go to their Twitter.
Yeah. If you go to their Twitter and just type in Tap Wallet and Explorer, their Twitter handle is it says this account is temporarily restricted. Interesting.
That happens a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if you can get a DM with them, you can get it. I can't remember what it is. Do you use it? The Explorer? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. It's tapwallet.io.
Yeah, tapwallet.io is the URL, and then you should be able to go to the Explorer there. All right. Crypto Hot News says, great show, guys. Thank you. If you have to choose to buy between Bitmap tokens on Merlin or Dog to buy at the moment, which would you choose? You have to choose one. It's up to you. I want you to, this question's for you.
Yeah, Dog right now. Bitmap's just tough right now, and Dog's being listed on most exchanges. You have potential Binance listing happening any day with Dog. You can wake up one morning and Dog's up, 60-70% on a Binance listing. We saw that happen with Ordi. We saw that happen with Sats. So for me, with the Binance up in the air, you could see Coinbase list this as well. You could see Kraken listed tomorrow. I mean, I just feel like Dog has such a pop that's coming, and you could see multiple pops. You could see a week worth of exchange listings that are monsters, but who knows?
Yeah. For me, I would actually go the other route. I'd buy the Bitmap token because I think the market cap is so low right now with the sell downs. And if the Bitmap.game 3D environment with marketplaces works out well, that could be a huge come up, and it could get so much attention that it might sell. It may itself get onto OKX, and we already know kind of the relationship between Merlin Chain and OKX and stuff like that. So I think both are solid though.
Yeah, why not have both? Why choose?
Exactly. Ichitoshi says the speculation, I guess, is will the new token steal the attention from Dog? Yeah, that's exactly why. For me, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't think Leonidas pivots away from the focusing on Dog though. That's my thing. Danny Boy says he said Ghosty Cash is 333 million supply. No, it's 33, isn't it?
33 million.
Well, let me check the track network real quick, because that makes me want to check and make sure that the inscription, the tap inscription for deployment, that's where we can check here. So let me see.
Yeah. I mean, it was 1-to-1, so you can just honestly just go to Unisat and then go to search BRC20 and then GHSY. So the BRC20 had 33,300,033. So it's just 8 threes.
Wait, 33 million, right?
Yeah, 33,333,333.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah. And it was 1-to-1, so
yeah, 1-to-1.
Pelpa says Decentralized just made an announcement for the pre-announcement for an on-chain treasure hunt.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, I guess they're doing some sort of on-chain treasure hunt. That's cool. At least they're getting more involved with their community. They got No says good morning to the Ordinal Revolution team and community. Good morning, No. And Reziak says, damn, I missed roll call. It's all good, brother. You are here now. Pulpa says, "What is OrdFi? I feel so boomer." You don't feel boomer because you don't know what OrdFi is. It was one of the first tap tokens that got deployed back in August, I think, and it picked up some momentum because of the name. It was really catchy.
Yeah,
and I think that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wonder since this is pretty big news. Here I just want to read this real quick. Decentralized. We have told you that something is coming, and that time has arrived. However, to unlock the announcement. And progress forward, the community must come together and solve an on-chain quest. Once the quest is solved, we will reveal what comes next. First, to solve the quest, we'll reveal a seed phrase. There are prizes within the expert's wallet. Make sure to transfer them to the safe wallet. This will mark the competition of quest. So basically, they're giving away a seed phrase, and then if you get it, you can go unlock what's in that wallet. So that's pretty crazy. That's cool. I like that. On-chain quest. So
I think this is perfect for them because it keeps their community busy too.
Yeah.
Right.
It keeps them doing
so
stuff.
This is something that projects should probably think about doing.
I agree. And that's it, right?
Yeah. Yep. I think that is all there. Yep. So we appreciate all 237 of you guys watching us. It was a little slower day today, but hey, we had some crazy days this week, right? So
I know, insane.
We appreciate you guys still showing up each and every day. And if you have a moment, please check out our partners here. As Shizzy announced earlier, Ordinal has their beta or soft beta launch today. If you're a tester, you'll have full access to that. They're built on Merlin as well as Bitcoin's native layer, Blur of Bitcoin. So make sure you're getting those points over there. Fluid tokens. We met with Raul earlier today. Big announcements. We're going to get into that tomorrow. Let's say they have a lot of data and stuff. So make sure you 800 spots still left with that pass. That's a free pass. So do something.
Use it.
Create a limit order. Create a borrowing lending situation. Do something transactionally on there, and you should be in one of those spots. VDEX is announcing their launch. We'll let them do that. They've been kind of teasing some stuff. I saw like the mines were actually getting swept on BRC 420 the other day. And then of course our guys from Traverse Lab, the #1 solution for Bitcoin layer 1 assets. So check out our partners, guys. We appreciate them and we appreciate you guys.
100%. And guys, go check out ordinalrevolution.com. Please, if you wouldn't mind going here a few times a day, that really helps us. And if you're going to Bitcoin Nashville, come down and see Trump, right? And you can get tickets right now. They're probably going to go up probably tomorrow. I can't see them not going
every Friday up
every
until
Friday.
The conference.
So get them as soon as possible, guys. Highly recommend you get them today. They will go up tomorrow. 21% off conference tickets. If you use Bitcoin, use it. Use our link. That helps the show as well. And if you're going to Bitcoin Nashville, we have a store, and I think you still have time. If you order it now, you might still have time before you jump on that airplane or car or whatever you guys are doing. But you can see, we got a Billy Cat shirt. Look at this. These are dope, dude. Did you add these?
No. Who added those?
I don't know. These are dope. I love it, dude. Very cool.
Get yourself a Billy Cat. There's a zombie cat too in there.
Oh, that's sick. These are also.
Scroll up, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. And then we got, the panda frog. We got so much stuff here. Just go to view all, guys. You can check out everything. We have this dope school bag, hat, and stuff like that. So these are really cool. Check them out. And don't go to Nashville without some type of Ordinals gear. If it's not from us, someone else. But guys, we're live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, and 4 p.m. Central or UTC or Europe. So guys, check us out all week. We'll be here. We got tomorrow, and then obviously every Sunday morning we do a pre-record. It's an update we'll put out, and then we'll be doing a members video soon. Look out for that. I thought it'd be a pre-record as well, and we probably go live soon for another member video. So if you're not a member, definitely think about joining members. We definitely always have some outfit in them, and it's kind of relaxed, chill session. The lives, just us and you guys. It's nothing like how we do here. We try to do a lot different to kind of give you guys like, kind of our personalities and stuff like that. So it's always fun. So definitely think about joining the membership if you haven't. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
We OG, or no OG. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Yeah, experts on reload. Yeah. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the Ordinal. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock. Ayy. Rooms is coming. Everybody on a knot. Ayy. It's a nuisance. Ordinal Revolution. Ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.